When did the popular kid's life fall apart in a few seconds? So I went to high school in a somewhat rural area in Alabama. During my junior year, the county's district attorney was coming to give a speech about intoxicated driving. Well, an hour before the assembly, everyone was called to the gym and told not to bring anything with us. We get there and there are dogs and officers searching students. Everyone was freaked out, but we had assumed they moved the assembly from the auditorium to the gym and wanted to be careful because the speaker was a high public figure in the area. After he spoke, the principal told us we couldn't leave the gym and everyone was confused but didn't look too much into it. After an hour or so, lunch had come and gone and people started getting rowdy. The principal told us we were going to be escorted to the elementary, intermediate, and middle school for lunch. This is when we started to panic and ask what was going on, but no one would answer. Grade by grade, we were escorted by at least a dozen officers across the school lots to each other's school, given 20 minutes to eat, then promptly escorted back. Another few hours had gone by and everyone was on edge, but still no one would tell us what was going on. The principal had asked to see a handful of students, then left us there again. We couldn't do anything but sit there. We couldn't leave the bleachers. If we had to use the bathroom, we were escorted by an officer. We couldn't leave for the day, and no one was allowed on the property, so we couldn't even leave with our parents. Well, it was time for school to be over and they still wouldn't let us leave. At this point, students were mad and upset. People had jobs to get to and siblings to pick up. A few students tried to leave but were immediately returned to the bleachers. One guy had to be escorted out and arrested because he tried to fight an officer for not letting him leave. Finally, after seeing the students get riled up, the principal told us what was going on. A student had left a bomb threat in the girls' bathroom and there was a SWAT team and bomb squad searching every inch of the school building, and we couldn't leave until it had been cleared and they found out who did it. This sent the whole gym completely silent and everyone sat that way for a few moments. We were all terrified and just looking around. After about another hour, the principal called a student down and took her outside where she was arrested. It was one of the popular girls and everyone was shocked. But they let us go home, so we knew it was her. The next morning we found out what happened. She had disliked the district attorney because he handled her family's case poorly. She had made a very poorly built explosive device with clay and bullets and hid it in her backpack and was going to set it off during the assembly. She was arrested and banned from all Alabama public schools. From what I heard, she is still in prison and will be for a long time.